In this video, I'm going to give you 101 content ideas your hotel can use on social media, in your blog, in your emails, basically anywhere you need content. Something I hear from a lot of hotel marketers is that you're struggling with what to post on social media, what to send your email list, and what content to create. If you're focused on business recovery right now, showing up consistently online is the best way to stay top of mind with future guests and clients. You do need a lot of content to effectively market your hotel. If you're feeling kind of tapped out right now and you have no idea what to post or share, you're not alone. By the end of this video, you'll have 101 content ideas that should help get those creative juices flowing again. If you're new here, my name's Jen, and on this channel I talk about all things hotel marketing, so if that's something you're interested in, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. If you've watched my other video about blogging, I shared a few good reasons you should have a blog on your hotel website. One of the big reasons to have a blog is that it gives you so much material to repurpose for other channels. You don't have to have a blog to use all of these content ideas. Any of these could work as a prompt for your next social media post or as a starting point for your next email newsletter. Stay tuned until the end of the video because I'll also give you a quick tip about repurposing your content for different channels. So let's get to the list. I'm organizing these content ideas into a few different categories or themes. These are also called content pillars. When you're planning your content, you want to make sure you're using a good mix of different themes to keep things engaging. Pick a few content pillars that are relevant to the services you offer and what your target guest profile is most interested in. The first batch of content ideas I want to share with you are about your local area. This category of content is going to be relevant for pretty much any hotel because most hotels cater to some percentage of out-of-town guests, and most of the time, they want to know what there is to do in your local area. These are just a few ideas that you can build on. Travelers love seeing authentic, local recommendations from you and your team. Even right now, domestic travel and staycations are helping a lot of hotels recover occupancy, so this category of content is still super relevant. Think about how you can help local residents rediscover their own neighborhood or things that are new or unusual for them to do. Some of these content ideas you can share as a longer list, or you can just highlight one specific recommendation. You can also put a personal touch on this. Ask your concierge for their recommendations that maybe aren't in the typical guidebooks. Or if you have someone else on your team who's really knowledgeable about your destination, get them to help you and share their tips and experience with potential guests. Now, you'll notice that with this list of content ideas, I haven't really mentioned restaurants. That's because food and beverage kind of deserves its own category. One of the best ways to explore a new destination or discover a different culture is through the food and drink. So while the last category was more about activities and things to do, this is more specific to restaurants, cafes, coffee shops, bars. Maybe there's a certain food or type of cuisine that's really popular in your neighborhood. Where can someone go to get the best version of that? Or which stall at the local market should they visit to try it for themselves? Again, bringing in a personal touch is great in this category too. What's your general manager's favorite place to get coffee in the morning? What does your concierge think is the most romantic restaurant in town? This brings me to the next category of hotel content ideas, which I call behind the scenes. Maybe you're starting to notice a bit of a trend here, but travelers really respond to personal recommendations, and sharing or introducing different members of your team is a great way to humanize your brand and business and show what's happening behind the scenes at your hotel. So these hotel content ideas are all about your colleagues. What makes them special or particularly knowledgeable? Do they have some specific expertise that people should know about? This category is also a great way to market your hotel for groups and events. Weddings in particular are really personal, so couples want to know who at your hotel is going to be helping them on their big day. Recipes are also related to food and beverage, but it feels much more personal when it's your hotel chef or bartender walking you through the process or sharing the inspiration behind the dish. Finally, if you've done any sort of renovation or redesign, there's so much potential for content ideas. You can talk about the inspiration behind it, introduce the designer or architect, and of course, share the before and after. The next category of content ideas are seasonal events or citywides. Think about what is going on in your destination that's relevant timely, and specific. For example, what specific things can people do during different seasons? Does your destination put on big summer festivals or concerts? Anything that's recurring or happening every year is great to create content for because you can reuse it every year, which saves you time. Obviously, there are things to consider right now in summer 2021 due to the pandemic, but every destination is different. Many of these festivals and big conferences are starting to return or are likely to return at some point in the future. So keep that in mind as you're thinking about what content to create for your hotel. The next category of content ideas are all about special occasions and celebrations. So similar to events and festivals, these ideas get to the heart of why someone is traveling. Think about what motivates people to visit your hotel or what makes your destination desirable to a certain type of traveler. Maybe there's a big university nearby, so people are coming in for alumni events, college visits, or football games. Special occasions aren't necessarily about the destination itself, but you can share content that would help someone plan a special weekend away or celebrate something special like a proposal or graduation. The next category of content ideas are all travel tips. This is all about helping potential guests understand what they need to know about your destination if they aren't local to the area. Particularly for international destinations, it's really helpful to know things like the local currency, public transportation, even useful phrases in a local language. Think about what someone should know to make their trip safer and easier. Right now, that also includes guidance related to COVID-19. What are the testing requirements? What businesses are open or have specific restrictions in place? Anything that's useful to your potential guest can be valuable content to share on your hotel's social media platforms, in your email campaigns, or on your hotel blog if you have one. When you're thinking about how to promote your hotel on social media or what content to create, try and find a balance between your own product and services and what's outside your own walls. Remember that most of the time, people are coming to your hotel to explore the destination, not their hotel room. There is so much content to create about your destination, so again, you want to be thinking about your target guest profile and what would most interest that person. Maybe you have really great shopping in your area, or maybe you have beautiful parks and outdoor spaces. There are so many different things you can share from this category. This includes local attractions like museums, kid-friendly activities, historic places, architecture, art galleries, and if you do have a hotel blog, creating content around popular attractions and publishing that on your website can be really good for SEO. When people are starting to research their trip, they're often looking for things to do or searching for more specific info about a particular attraction or place. In the description box below, I've linked to a free hotel SEO checklist, which gives you some helpful tips about finding the right keywords to target. And if you want to learn more about SEO for hotels, you'll find more videos and tutorials here on my channel. The next category of content ideas is travel itineraries. Itineraries are a great starting point for content because you can really tailor these to different guest profiles. This kind of content really combines all the best elements of the other categories. It's really helpful to the guest because you've kind of done all the work and all the research for them. When you're creating itineraries, try to start with a specific theme in mind, like a girl's getaway, or a specific time frame, like a 3-day weekend. Finally, I'm shifting gears a little bit with the last category, and that's content ideas related to photography. We all know that people love to document and share their travels with friends and family on social media. For a hotel, there's all sorts of content you can create around that theme, whether it's sharing the most Instagrammable places in your neighborhood or showing people where they can find public art installations, street art, or interesting architecture. Before you go, I also want to give you a quick tip on repurposing content. One single piece of content can be shared in so many different ways. Any one of those ideas could be turned into a series of Instagram stories, a whole blog post, an image slideshow, an infographic, a story for your newsletter. Don't be afraid to play around with the creative or try a different storytelling format. So that was 101 content ideas to get you started. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked these ideas, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe for more hotel marketing tips from me every week.